So we're walking down Calle Real, which is Calle Leon y Castillo in the centre of Arrecife. Ferrer, the very well-known clothes shop here. As you can see, it's buzzing at the moment. It's Wednesday around 11 a.m. So in this main street, which as I say everyone calls Calle Real, you'll find all the banks. Banco Santander there on the left. A lot of the main shops. There's a couple of small sort of shopping arcade stroke centres. But the secret in Arrecife is to go off down the side streets and you'll find lots of interesting furniture shops. Traditional tobacconists, for example, there. There's a great cheese shop here. Some fabulous wine shops. And these beautiful flamboyant trees, providing shade for everyone walking around. That's the main street in the centre of Arrecife. So we're at the bottom of Calle Leon y Castillo, and that's one of the castles at the bottom of the road. This is the old original Cabildo building, Casa Amarillo. You probably can't read it at the top, but it says Cabildo Insular. Obviously much smaller than the current massive building, which retains the yellow colour. Just going to walk you briefly down this side street here. Arrecife is all about pavement cafes, and if I just walk you up to the middle here, you'll see a couple of pavement cafes up there, and then down this side street, the side of the old Cabildo building, yet more pavement cafes, Cafe Notario, Nica, and so on. And then this road leads to the marketplace and the church at the end. So this is the market square in Arrecife. The main church of San Ginés. I'll just pause back there because obviously you can see the ocean and how close we are to the ocean from here. I'm just going to walk you through a really lovely little street that takes us out to Chaco San Ginés. So we've basically continued from Calle Leon y Castillo, and as you can see, this area is cobbled. So we've been right in the centre of Arrecife the whole time. Haven't walked more than a couple of 100 metres. But we're right in the city centre, and it's quite hard to tell on video, but it's just so peaceful and tranquil in this little area. Beautiful tree here. It's almost like you're walking through somebody's courtyard. And suddenly here we are. Chaco San Ginés. Chaco means puddle in Spanish. So this is the puddle of San Ginés. It's tidal. As you can see, relatively small boats moor up here. They have to be quite low to get out under the bridge. And we're on the town side of the Chaco, That big building you can see centre frame now is the cinema, which does movies in English and Spanish. And then all down the other side there are restaurants and bars, and they are fabulous. Great place for a Friday night out. So we've come to the far side of the Charco now. See a couple of the restaurants there. There's the cinema building. If I go across here, this is where the water flows in and out with the tide to the ocean. You can see the low bridge that I was talking about earlier. At the moment the tide is coming in quite fast. In the distance in the centre of the screen now you can probably see loads of masts. That's Marina Arrecife. Lots of yachts moored there. And over round to the left there, I'm just going to talk you through it, follow that section on and go straight on. You'll see a couple of restaurants on your left, the most famous of which is Casa Hinori, which has been there for years and years and years, and they do the best fish bocadillo ever. Very thin slivers of white fish fillets, just dipped in egg, seasoned egg, and then fried and served in a bread roll with mayonnaise and tomato and various other bits and pieces, but they're just glorious. Bocadillo de pescado, fish bocadillo. So that's Charco San Ynez, and that's Arrecife.